Team in the house. I want you guys to get rowdy. Come on.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Pinho, and I'm 16 years old and have type 1 diabetes. Today among the crowd there are numerous diabetics, most identified with their red Strider shirts, or hats. But what if we were all wearing plain white? Would you know who was diabetic? Probably not, because diabetes is an invisible illness. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was a freshman in high school on April 19, 2014. Since then, it has been quite a journey with millions of bumps in the road, but I'm glad to be here, healthy and grateful for each one of those bumps. I realized there was something wrong when I went on a road trip to Canada and I had to stop at every rest stop just to pee. I had every symptom of diabetic in my face: hunger, weight loss, blurry vision, extreme thirst, constant bathroom trips, shaking, and overall feeling weak. I am blessed to have had one of my cousins living with my family at the time who is type 1 diabetic. In the crowd, right there, guys. Because she checked my blood sugar for me in order to see if there was a possibility I had this disease. One of those numbers that day came up as high, and that is when we rushed to the hospital. I originally went to Overlook Hospital, but was transported in an ambulance to Morristown Medical Center because the doctors thought I would have to go into the ICU. At Overlook, when they initially told me of my illness, I was in denial. And I thought to myself, no, this just can't be happening to me. I spent 4 days in the hospital and cried every night, wondering why I was being punished in such a way for doing nothing wrong. But it was not simply my fault. It is hard to go from believing diabetes just from diet to becoming an expert diabetes educator being thrown a million facts per minute. Every day I was giving at least 4 shots and testing my blood sugar about 10 times a day. Some people would look at me and say, I would never be able to do that. But I didn't think I could do that either. But then it becomes a question of survival. Now my A1C is 6.6, and when I was first diagnosed, it was 11.6. I test about 15 times a day and use an insulin pump, a machine I'm attached to 24/7. From the pump sites, I am covered with bruises and little holes, and you can see every hole in my finger from blood sugar tests after I shower. I'm a human push pin, and this is my life. Everyone I know calls me a sunshine, but at times it is hard to be positive, like when I have to sit out of my high school sport volleyball because I'm too high or too low, or when someone stares at my pump, or when I have an awful number and blame myself. These are the moments that diabetes practically ruins. These are the times where I continue to question why me. This is why we need this cure. Honestly, I've become a better person from it. I've met so many people from it. I volunteered at Morristown Children's Hospital where I gave younger girls who have type 1 diabetes makeovers. I started an Instagram account, Type 1 Fun, which now has over 1,000 followers, where I share pictures of my experience with type 1 diabetes. Also, I have a better understanding of the concept, don't judge a book by its cover. Every single human being has something they're dealing with. Mine just happens to be diabetes. But the fact that we may be able to change that is why we are all standing here today together. Imagine a life without finger pricks, shots, boluses, corrections, or the symptoms that go along with high and low blood sugars. Sounds nice, doesn't it, to be normal? We need people like you to spark this change. That is why raising awareness to the American Diabetes Association is so important. With the influence and help of all of us here today, we can fight this battle as one. We need to do this for not only me, but your grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, son or daughter, sister or brother, anyone this disease has affected. We need to be able to say, I used to have diabetes, and I owe it to the American Diabetes Association. I hope I can be the flame to spark change in your lives and to make you spread the necessity to support this organization. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and pleasure to be on stage today, and I hope you continue to step out to stop diabetes.
Go now!